All right, let's just get right into it. Welcome to today's explainer. We all love that daydream, right? You know, the big launch, the genius product, the inevitable success. But let's be real for a second. Behind every single successful venture is a rock-solid, kind of boring, but absolutely vital foundation of financial management. Today we're unpacking a blueprint that's going to save you time, save you money, and honestly, it might just save your business from becoming a statistic.
Speaking of statistics, 50%. Look at that number. According to the data, a whopping 50% of all businesses fail within their first 5 years. Half of them. It's basically a coin toss. Now, the number one reason for this is usually lack of product-market fit, like building something nobody actually wants to buy. But once you do have a product people want, you're immediately facing the second biggest killer of startups. And it is a completely silent threat.
That threat? Poor money management. The source material hits the nail on the head with this quote. Cash flow is the lifeblood of your business. Think about it. You could literally have the most brilliant idea in the world, the absolute best product on the market, but if you run out of cash to pay your team, your suppliers, or the tax man, your business collapses. Period. It's a harsh reality, but facing it head-on is exactly how you survive it. So, to make sure you end up on the winning side of that 50%, here's our roadmap for this explainer. 1. The startup survival reality. 2. Finding your break-even point. 3. Setting up business finances. And finally, number 4, mastering your cash flow.
Starting off with Section 1, the startup survival reality, specifically preserving cash from day one. You see, survival actually starts way before you even launch. That's why choosing a business model with low initial costs, like, say, an online business, is just a super smart way to preserve your cash.
Once you've preserved that initial cash, we move right into Section 2, finding your break-even point and targeting cash generation.
This is the very first major financial milestone every business absolutely has to calculate. Your break-even point is basically that magic moment when the money coming in finally covers all your expenses. Why is this so absolutely crucial? Well, because it's the exact target for when your business actually stops burning through your cash reserves and starts generating real wealth. Every single sale after that line is crossed, pure profit. So how do we actually calculate this? You just need 3 things. Your fixed costs, those are your baseline expenses like rent or software, your average price, what you charge, and your variable costs, the direct cost to deliver just 1 unit. The formula from the source is super straightforward. You take your fixed costs and you divide them by the difference between your average price and your variable costs. Boom, that tells you the total sales revenue you need to cover everything, and it instantly shows you if your pricing is actually sustainable. All right, moving right along to Section 3, setting up business finances and building the foundation. This is all about the practical steps to protect your money once you're actually up and running.
There are 3 foundational rules here. Step 1, and this is a biggie, separate your finances completely. Like, open a dedicated business bank account yesterday. Mixing personal and business cash, it's a recipe for absolute confusion and a massive tax nightmare down the road. Step 2, plan categorized budget. Divide things up into essential, operational, and extra. And Step 3, monitor that data regularly. Use a simple tool like Excel to track your daily inflows and outflows so you can adjust your course on the fly.
And honestly, I just had to highlight this specific piece of advice from the source. First, build a business that generates income, then buy the Lambo. It's funny, right? But it's deeply, deeply true. Pay yourself a fixed, reasonable salary, for sure, but always reinvest those profits back into growing the business before you go upgrading your lifestyle. The Lambo can wait. Okay, this brings us to Section 4, which is arguably the most crucial part of this entire explainer, mastering your cash flow, the ultimate survival metric. Listen, there is a massive, and I mean massive, difference between profit and cash flow. Confusing these two is literally what kills most companies. Let's look at a scenario from the source. Imagine you land a huge deal and you invoice a client for $20,000. Awesome. High fives all around, right? But wait, their payment terms say they're going to pay you in 90 days. Meanwhile, to fulfill that order, you owe $10,000 to your suppliers, and they demand their money today. You are now in a cash crunch, even though you are technically $10,000 in profit. This is the ultimate aha moment right here. On paper, sure, your business is highly profitable, but in reality, you have 0 cash in the bank to pay that supplier today. If you mismanage the timing of your money flow, your highly profitable business is going to run out of cash, and it will fail. Let's make this super tangible with a quick step-by-step e-commerce scenario. Say you start the month with $2,000 in starting cash, you add your expected revenue of $8,000, nice. But watch how fast this gets whittled down.
You've got to subtract $1,500 in fixed costs, then $3,000 in variable costs. Oh, and don't forget to subtract $1,000 to set aside for taxes and contributions. After applying this math, you're left with $4,500 in available cash at the end of the month. Doing these exact numbers shows you exactly where your lifeblood is flowing.
So how do you actually defend that available cash we just calculated? The source gives us 3 active directives. Number 1, don't tie up all your money in excessive inventory. Number 2, avoid investments that aren't immediately productive. Basically, if it doesn't help you make money right now, just wait. And number 3, the golden rule. Always maintain a cash buffer that covers 3 to 6 months of operating expenses. That is your ultimate safety net when things unexpectedly go sideways. So we've covered the harsh realities, the vital break-even math, setting up your accounts, and exactly why cash flow, not just profit, dictates whether you sink or swim. I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought to take away from this explainer. What business are you building right now, and is your cash flow actually protected? Take these rules, apply them to your own ventures today, before you become part of that 50% statistic.